everybody. Welcome. Welcome to this lovely webinar today. Let's say hello to everybody. Hey, JP. Hey, Joe, Bud. Hey, Bud. Hey, Irene, Lisa, Nikolai. Thanks for waiting. And sorry to keep you waiting. Hey, Joe, all the way from Southwest UK, I imagine. That's what it means. Today, we are going to have a very different kind of webinar. JP, thanks for attending again and again. Really, I see a lot of repeat viewers. I really appreciate your time every single time. Um, yeah, I wish I could attend. I could go to Norway someday. Maybe one of the word camps are in Norway next year. Who knows? By the way, people from I think all over the world means if people going to WordCamp Asia or WordCamp Europe, can you comment on that? Hey host, hey Lisa, hey Daniel, how are you? Thanks for attending. Hey Beth, welcome to the webinar. Um, let's give it one more minute for people to join. We'll start very soon. Thank you, Daniel. I hope everything is back to normal after the incident. I mean, the fire incident, and obviously it will take a lot of time. But yeah, it was a crazy thing. Hey, Marcus, thank you. Thank you for coming today. Hey, Joe. Joe. So you are going to WordCamp Europe. Hope to see you there. Marcus, are you coming to WordCamp Asia? Will I see you there? It's next week. I'm very excited to go there. All right. In the meantime, let me schedule. I think we are all set. So going to schedule the presentation. That's Hey, Bud, what do you mean? What is Marcus doing here? He's here to learn, right, Marcus? Yeah, you are allowed to be places, 100%. Bud has a very nice sense of humor. Thank you, Bud, for entertaining us. All right, so without further ado, I think we have a lot of people watching us now. Almost 46 people are watching us on the stream. And let's get started. So today it's a different kind of webinar. We are taking a different route of AI. We want to say that InstaWP is AI enabled, but this is because of our partners. So we have partnered with certain companies, which we will talk about in a moment. And the idea of this webinar is very unique. If you think about a lot of hosted solutions, they are offering AI. Doesn't matter how good or bad it is, but they are offering it nonetheless, right? And the advantage of these are that you are able to launch a website very quickly, at least the starting point of it, right? So where do the agency come into play? I see a huge gap between the end user experience, between the end user experience and what an agency can do. So end user can generate these basic ready to go websites from these hosted platforms. So they tend to go there and then they might fail or pass, right? Depending upon what their needs are. But then on the other hand, we are agencies or developers who are building very nice bespoke experiences, but then it's difficult for us to attract these end users, right? Sometimes, especially in the AI era. And even if you use an AI tool, the end user can use that too, right? So where do we fit in as an agency or as a developer or as a service provider? So that's what this webinar is all about. how can you enable yourself, or how can we enable you to sell AI based websites? That means the end user will be able to create websites on their own without um, kind of help from you initially, and that can act as a really nice lead gen. So instead of people going to a Wix or to say any other hosted platform, Webflow or whatever, they can come to you and you can say that, okay, this is like a new nice vanilla website, and you can get started here. Let me just shut down some chats. All right, so that's the idea of the webinar, and that this is just like a concept, right? We will definitely need feedback from you guys. So the why is something I explained to you. Why do we need this? And I'm starting this with a demo right away so that you get to experience what I mean. And then we will see how to set up this kind of WaaS. So we have done a couple of webinars on WaaS. So I will not be covering each and everything today. You can go to our WaaS. So just Google InstaWP or say ChatGPT InstaWP WaaS, and you will go to our main feature page for WaaS, and then you will see all the videos which we have on WaaS. And then we have a couple of partners, so the names are there in front of you. And then what are the branding and pricing strategies for your WaaS, and then the roadmap, which we always do. We always do roadmaps. Um, Now so the why is, I think why is pretty clear to you, right? So enable your end users or your clients to create a website which they can get started really quickly, give them the power of AI, gives you the power of automating your AI, sorry, agency business in a very hands-off manner, right? And be that as may it be, right? Means people are going to AI to build stuff, and this is going to come to you as well. So why not be ready for it? So that's the idea. So let's get into the demo right away. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment box. I'll try to keep checking them in the meantime, or once in a while. So let's open this up. I hope you are able to see this tab. Are you? Let me see. Yeah, you are. All right. So this is the experience your end users will have. However, this is a little bit more detailed experience. You can further dumb down the experience. So dumb down is not a great word, but you can further customize or compress the experience so that it becomes more frictionless. In this case, I'm asking the end user, do you want to select a zip WPAI or cadence? In your case, you don't necessarily need to do that, right? This was just an example that you can actually sell them different templates, right? So those who are aware about our WaaS already know what I'm talking about. Now the user selects a template. If there is only one choice, then this step will be skipped completely, and they will go directly to choosing a hosting package. Again, uh, our WaaS is completely customizable, and when I will build a WaaS for you, you will see how right I am. So let's get into that. So the user chooses a package, and you can create different packages. This is entirely up to you. We will give you like a set price for hosting, say $9 a month or $8 a month, or however we work on our deal. Generally, our hosting prices are $9 a month per site, and then you can sell it for how much ever you want on top. So we will come to the pricing a bit as well. So for this purpose of the demo, I have created a free plan so that I don't have to enter my credit card. But let's say I chose a paid plan, clicked on continue. Then it will ask me my name, email, domain, which I want to create. So it will give me a temporary domain right now. You can change this suffix domain, which we call it, under the white label package, which is $20 a month, which is fixed amount. And then we also ask you for a credit card because you are, in fact, paying for the service. Let's say we chose the free plan, then it will not ask me for credit card, and I enter all my details and I say Vic 13 Feb just to make it unique, and click on continue, and it asks me for a confirmation step, and I can say proceed, and boom, demo gods are not happy with us. Let's refresh this page. Try it again. right? So they are not that happy, but they're okay. So it will take about 2 to 3 minutes to set up the website. So it creates the website and enables the website to have that AI thingy, right? And I will talk about how to create that. Once the website is set up, this is the experience. I have already done the setup, and it says your site is ready, the URL and the username and password. And then user have two options. They can either magic log into the admin panel, and they can also manage the site. So manage the site is subjective. We'll talk about it. And let's try to click on magic login. Let's see what happens. Boom. We are not allowed to see that. What is happening, demo gods? Help me with this. So I let me tell you what will happen. So once you click on Magic Login, the Cadence AI will take over from there, and it will ask the user about the flow on which they are supposed to go. Right. So I um, in the meantime, let's have this setup complete so that we will have that experience. I think this was the other experience was created some time back. Let me show you the manage site option though. The manage site option is a small portal for the end users to see all the details and also map a domain. Let's say they bought a domain and they can go here, say my main domain, and point to a records to us, click on primary, map domain. I know this is a bit technical at the moment. We are trying to make it non-technical in two ways. One is we will have like a friction-free domain mapping tool, and secondly, we will be selling domains very soon. Very soon. So the user will be able to buy domain during the checkout process, which we saw earlier, or they can buy it later as well. They can contact the support which you have provided a link for, and they can cancel the plan. So this is like a small portal which is accessible to the end user after their purchase. We are going to expand this portal into a huge kind of a fully functional end user portal where they can buy more sites, um, see payment details, see all their subscriptions. Basically, you are reselling, kind of a reseller portal if you think about it, but in a much nicer way, right? All right, so our site is ready while I was talking, which was a little bit on purpose, if you have detected that. Um, all right, so we are landed into the admin interface, and boom. So the Cadence AI takes over, and now the user goes through the flow, right? So I am a company. My company name is Sweet Apartments. Let's say I'm apparently a Airbnb company now. And service area. So say we are in Delaware. That's where we are also registered. And this is apartments. Next. And then we write details about this apartment. Apparently, I don't have something ready. I should have had something ready. So, but you get the gist, right? Means you write details and then it generates a website. Sweet Apartments is a modern take on apartments in Delaware, um, affordable and accessible. Um, I'm going to cheat a bit and say improve with AI. Right, next. So you can add keywords. This is entirely right based on what your AI company is providing, right? So I think they're asking for a lot of keywords. Okay, let's go to the next tab. And then you can, of course, do a lot of things here. I'm going to skip those. And it gives you a suggestion of, I don't know if you have seen these softwares though. We Zip AI, Zip WP is also very popular, similar to what Cadence do. and they both have unique feature set and price point, which we'll talk about in a moment. So, all right, so let's generate it. So Cadence has AI credit system, so it gives you credits to generate the text and the images. Zip AI also works in the similar fashion, and then we also partner with Extendify. So these are the three companies which we are partner with. However, you are you are free to choose any other AI builder. Of course, it should be a WordPress based AI builder, and I will show you how to build the entire experience so that you can build it with any AI builder, not just with these guys. Because it's entirely up to you, right? You, as an agency, as a developer, you have your own choice of tool set, which we don't want to dictate. We just want to give you options and enable you to build this experience. So at the end of the day, the user is getting um, a very nice looking starter site, very customized to their own experience or need. And then at the end of the day, you are able to upsell more services on top. So the end user will need, or the business owner or whoever it is, right? So they will need SEO, they will need ads, they will need other digital marketing services, they will need to customize the website. So all of these can be sold on top of this, right? In fact, you can actually sell this at a cheap cost, right? Just to attract the. It depends upon how you want to like position yourself, right? I'm not going to dictate that. I'm going to give you various options. So we have that in the presentation. All right. So we have very nice looking. Yeah, this looks very nice. Let's go to next, and then we can import everything, but it takes time. So we are going to just import the home page, and then it asks, what do you want to install? More things. So this is their upsell. This is something which we have seen in all the AI builders, by the way. So they upsell their own products in a way which is useful to your end users, if you think about it. Um, but you get the idea, right? So let's see how to actually build this, right? The entire experience. So I'm going to leave this and go to the InstaWP dashboard. In the meantime, I'm going to look at. Eric says that I created 40 hotel templates for nothing. Eric, don't think like that. Everything is useful. Nothing goes to waste. I'll cover more questions. Let me just complete this part of the demo. So let's start from building the entire experience, right? So first and foremost, go to before you start, go to my account, go to payouts, and set up your payout account. So first time when you come to this area, it will ask you to. So it's just like a Stripe kind of setup, but it's very minimal. We take your email, which you already have, a phone number, a bank account, so that we can send you money. Why do you want to send you money? Because your users will be using our service to pay for, let's say, the hosting plans or whatever you are creating, right? So we are partnered with Stripe to create that Stripe Connect experience, a marketplace kind of experience, so similar to like an Envato, if you think about it. And every month end, we transfer you the amount. Now I'm going to. I think there is a small bug when you go to my account section. I just noticed it today. It changes the team internally somehow. So I'm going to change the team again. All right. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to create a website. It's a blank website for now. So let's say this is my WaaS demo site, or we can keep it empty for the purpose of the demo to also show you the power of InstaWP, because it takes less than a second to create the website, which always still amazes me, by the way. And now we are going inside the website. Again, 672 is out. Guys, just be careful. I think it's a minor version, so it should be fine. So we'll be updating everything tomorrow. Now going to the next area. Now we need to basically install the AI plugin right here at this step. So for means you can install anything. a Zip WP or Cadence WP or anything which is available to you. I should have, by the way, excuse me, I'm going to do this again a little bit faster this time. I'm going to choose from AI so that I can show you, because this pre-installs these things, right? Pre-configures it. So we don't need to think about it. So let's start with Cadence, create a site, and while it installs the plugin and theme, the magic login is disabled. So we just need to wait for a moment. And then we have our website. Let's create. So boom. So now just make sure that you note down this URL somewhere. I'm going to copy it, paste it in a notepad. I don't know if you can see the notepad. Um, all right, that's all. That's all we need for now, right? Our AI website is set up. If you want to do more configuration, if you want to import images, if you want to install a theme, you are welcome to do so. Now, next step, close this off. This was our website. Save this as a template. So this is the WaaS demo 13 web template, right? Description can be empty and you can put something in there. You mark this as a shared template and click on save. Now this goes under the templates tab. It takes a moment to create the template. Let's wait for that moment. Maybe a little bit more than a moment. Click on edit, and all you need to do, go to monetize, because now you are essentially selling a template, right? If you think about it, now you need to just monetize it. This is where it will ask you to enable the payouts if you have not done it already. So now your template is monetized. So we have done 3 steps, right? So let's go back to our presentation. I have written these steps. So we should see it, right? Because I've written it. So create a staging site, install the AI plugin, save it as a template, mark it monetized. Now we are in the 3rd step where we are going to create the WaaS. So this is as simple as that, right? This is not very complicated, I hope. Then you click on add new, and then you go to you add the WaaS name, WaaS 13 Fab 1, and then choose the templates which you want to present to your users. Next. Now, this is where I was talking about a lot of options. So it will be difficult for me to cover these options in one go. It's because everything has its own story behind it. So by default, we do not create a demo site. This is very interesting actually, because if you want to show, so let's say your hosting plans are $49, $99 or whatever, right? But the user wants to test it, and then you can give them a demo site to test it, right? To do that, you just need to switch this off. Okay. When you switch it off, the payments thing becomes enabled or disabled, because now instead of asking for the payment in the beginning before even creating the demo site, you can ask that at the later point when they want to publish the demo site. So I will show that demo. I hope the demo guys are happy with me now. If there is only one template or one hosting plan, that step will be skipped because of this. So this will be on. If you want to use your own checkout like WooCommerce, EDD, SureCart, or any other carts, we have integrations with all of them. You can use them, and then you don't need to pay a 7% commission charge on payments. You can use your own. So it's not about just commissions, right? Because you want to use your own experience and things like that. So you can do that too. Sometimes you want to restrict access to WaaS, which is very much related to the checkouts. So again, these are so many options. But for this purpose of the discussion, I think first 2 or 3 options are very, very relevant. Now I'm going to actually create the hosting plan. So say free plan, which I created earlier. The type is free. This is very interesting. You can set an admin role of the user or the role of the user to administrator, but you can create in your template, you can create custom roles so that you don't give access to the entire WordPress, right? So let's say you created say manager role, because there are a lot of user role plugins out there, right? You can use them, and you can create these custom roles, and you can give limited access to your end user. So that also limits the amount of damage they can do, right? Or means there are different purposes for it. So you can set that up here, and then you choose a subdomain. If you have a white label package, that will show up here, and then you have these packages from us. So this, even though it says $18 a month, so that will start. Uh, Means the retail price is $18 when you create just one website, but when you create more than 10 websites, then it drops down to $9 a month. The pricing is listed on our website. You can go and check out the InstaWP live pricing. Okay. And I think the starting plan is more than sufficient for most of the user. We have data center in USA and Netherlands, so you can choose one of them. By the end of, or in the starting of April, we are going to uh, make a lot of changes to the hosting plans, and we are going to launch at least 8 data centers around the world. So that is going to change the entire game. And then we'll do a huge launch there. So just like a sneak peek information. And you can add features to this. So feature one, feature two, sorry for the laziness. Then you can add more plans here, right? So you can add a pro plan, you can add monthly plan, you can add yearly plans. If you click on paid, it will ask you for monthly and yearly. All right. So keeping it for free now. And then you can brand the entire page. You can change the primary, secondary colors. You can put a logo. You can do custom CSS, contact support link. Do you want a webhook when the site goes live and things like that? We also send an email that this is your purchase receipt. Here are the details, blah, blah, blah. You can change all of that. And this is the final confirmation screen and finish it off. That's it. Our WaaS is ready to go live. So we created a WaaS and chosen template, created a hosting plan, branding, and launch. So we have done all of that. So let's have a look at it. Boom. So now the experience is a bit changed if you think about it. Um, there is no template choosing screen. There is no hosting plan choosing screen. Why? Because now we are creating a demo site, guys, if you remember, right? So now I'm getting a demo site. I will not be charged as an end user. I will not be charged for it. And I can play around with the demo site. The demo site expires after some time. So let's have a look at that. So you need to go to the template which you have chosen for the WaaS, click on edit, and then you go to the advanced options. There are two things you need to change here. First, you need to paste the relative URL where the user will go into once they magic login. And then you can change the lifetime of the site for the demo site specifically to say whatever hours you've been, right? So now you save it. Now I am going to enjoy the WaaS which we have built. That's it. No template, nothing, no hosting plan, no decision making, right? So at the first step, we are giving the user the least possible frictional experience. If I don't know what I'm saying, but you get the point. So immediately the user is getting a website built for them. It also says that this is demo website. Once you are ready to publish, click on go live. And this is all powered by us, right? You don't need to build, you don't need to move finger or do any configuration to build that. And now we are in the same familiar interface. And this is the demo site, right? How cool is that? Now let's try to close it off. Go to the post so that doesn't come back. And there is a go live button now, which is very interesting. Let's try to click on that. So now, again, there is no hosting choice. So let me make some change so that I will explain what I'm talking about. Since there was only one hosting plan, it is not asking me to choose a hosting plan. So let me add one more plan here and say pro plan, say 900, $190 per year. Next, sorry, choose a data center. Next, finish. Now, if I click on go live again, it should ask me for a hosting package, right? Now that I have two choices, because there was only one choice, it completely skipped it. That's how we are built. You can just toggle it off, right? Remember, there was a setting. So if I choose 190 per year, and then we need to proceed to payment, it will ask for your credit card and it will do the setup, right? So that's how the WaaS is set up, and that's how. Um, okay, so before we move on to the next item, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment, and see if you have some questions for me. Jake, thank you. How well the short tips work? How well the short tips work? I did not get it. Acha. Okay, so this is inside the cadence experience. So I apologize. I did not get that. Daniel says that there are themes from cadence and ZipWP from what I saw. Yeah. So at the core of these AI builders, so far, what I've seen, I may be wrong, but what I've seen so far is that these templates were already there. Now they are AI fied, right? So now the text and the images are generated on the fly, which is more than enough for the user. Um, can we create your own template on top of this? You can create a template on top of AI, though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. However, we are working on this. So what you can do is you can import like four, five, six. So it's similar to what Cadence and ZipWP is doing, right? So what we can do in future, this is like very, very exciting to me. I want to work on this so bad that every template you create on InstaWP, and you import like a ready-made website, right? Or you create a custom bespoke one. You can put placeholders for the text, for the images, and we will automatically replace it. And we will ask the user what is the business name, what is the similar to what they have done. But the power of this is that you can AI-fy any template, any website you can imagine. So this creates, I think, more possibilities for you. So you can create very niche looking templates and even still have them dynamically replace text and images during the WaaS checkout. um, right, so you're right, JP. um, All right. So any other? Can we translate? Yes. So there was a language drop down. I don't know if you've seen Marcio. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. So there was a language drop down which you choose to change the language for the user facing pages. We already support that. If there is a language which you need, and if it is not there in the drop down, reach out to us in live chat. We should be releasing the. We are able to release languages like anything, right? So that's fine. Um, who is the hosting provider? Can you use your current provider? Okay, so this is a great question. I've covered this in length in other WaaS webinars. um, what I have shown today is the hosting provider what we sell, so we call it InstaWP Live. However, you can connect your own hosting company through control panels which we support. So we support Run Cloud, Server Avatar, and we support some hosting companies directly like Pressable, Servbolt. um, I think, yeah, there are a couple of more which are in pipeline. But let's say you want to connect your AWS or say um, UpCloud or OVH Cloud or whatever cloud it is. You connect them to Run Cloud or Server Avatar instead, and then you connect those control panels to us, and we will create the site in your servers. Then how do we earn money on top of that? We will charge you just $1 for every site you create via the WaaS checkout. So that's it. All the hosting charges will be paid by the hosting company or the cloud company. However, most probably these are like self-managed VPS or VM boxes, which increases your time and effort and all those. If you want a completely hands-free managed service provider, then you can choose Insta. But you have both the options. Um, then questions received in how is it possible to agency key? Okay, so this is the question which we have received a lot of times. So let's say you have an agency license for Cadence or any other builder or theme or whatever, right? you can still choose this because you are selling to end users. Your agency license most probably allows that. We have checked with so many agents, so many theme providers and plugin vendors. Should be totally fine because you are selling websites to your end users, which you would have sold anyway, right? So it's fine, totally fine. Um, However, there is one challenge where how can I restrict visibility of my license key? Then you need to go to user role management, create a user role, custom role, where you hide those things which you don't want to show to the user. There are so many options which you can do there. Can I set the WaaS in point to the stage website with a seamless ramp? I think that's what we have shown. So this should be fine. What are the limits of AI website builders? So as we have seen, it is these are like pre-templated websites. So it does not like magically create layouts from thin air, right? So these are those are the one of the limitation which I see. Another is that it's actually not a limitation, right? Even though it creates like a brochure or starter website, it's a good thing for you as an agency, right? It creates something which you can upsell very easily. um, So there is another question. What are the more excited when it comes to future of WP and AI? I want to see a future of WordPress where we are able to generate very high quality AI websites using WordPress. Because I was thinking about what it will take for someone to build a AI website builder, um, with of course the AI and the website part. So WordPress has already taken care of part one, which is the entire CMS and the ecosystem around it. The only thing which we are missing in a good way, but by the way, these companies are working really well towards it. Once we have reached that goal, we should be able to think a website and should be able to just type the prompt and get the website. That's my vision, and I think we will get there. We'll take more questions. Shall we take more questions at the end of the demo? I think we are almost there. So yeah, so these are the supported AI builders. Let's talk about a bit of their pricing and how do they operate. And we have very nice coupon codes for you guys. So this ZipWP starts at $199 per year. It supports 5 generations, 5 website generations per day, and also includes 20,000 AI credits per month. So I think AI credits are used every time you generate a website or after you generate a website as well. So those are included because then you want to change the content. I think they have a huge product line, so you can check out their website. There's a spelling, there's a typo. Let me just fix that quickly. All right. So, but the websites they create, ZipWP especially, they use Spectra, Astra, and the ecosystem around Brainstorm Force. So these products are generally free. So they will not install the Spectra Pro version or the Astra Pro version. This is as far as I know. If they have changed something, please excuse me. I just wanted to give you the information, and but still the websites are really good when it comes to even for the free products. For Cadence WP, it starts at $69 per year, gives you 3 sites with some AI credits, but you get AI Cadence Pro with that. So all the power of Cadence Pro. I think with the $69, you only get a few options from Cadence Pro, but with the next package, which is about I think 169 or something, you get more the entire Cadence Pro feature set. And we have a very nice, very long coupon code. And there is again a typo. Excuse me, guys. All right. So again, and then you get 15%, includes AI credits as well. Extendify, they charge you. So Extendify is a product which is geared towards hosting companies, but of course you can buy it for your agency. They will charge you 999 per month, give you 5,000 generations based on Gutenberg Core, right? It is not using any custom UI library or things like that. It generates the website based on the entire Gutenberg core. So that has its own advantages. So every AI builder has its own pro and con. Depending upon how you want to position yourself or your service, I think you should choose one and go with it. So, what are the different branding strategies? So, this is something we are exploring a lot with the current partners which we have, the current agencies which we have. So, choose a specific industry, fitness trainer, law firm, dentist, whatever you want, right? And create ready to launch websites for them. I'm not sure, but I think you can customize the experience of these AI builders to go in that niche, right? Maybe have like pre-prompt ready for fitness trainers. So focus on speed, security, and maintenance-free websites. Offer free trials, live demos, self-serving. On so this is what we have already done. So you can use these kind of languages in your marketing landing page. Pricing strategies. Offer monthly and annual plans with different tiers, which we have already spoken about. Offer a free trial or dollar for first month to deal attract. So, okay, there is a limitation in our how do we create packages. So we have two types of. So you can do free, which you don't want to do, or you can do like $19 a month or $190 a year. We don't have like $1 for first month, then $3 for next month, and then $19 from. So these kind of different customized experience, I will suggest you to go with third party checkout like WooCommerce. Build your experience there and use our integration for that, so that you can use your own way of doing things. At the same time, take advantage of InstaWP WaaS. Differentiate based on traffic, storage, feature set use, convert them. So this is the kind of the area of this has nothing to do with WaaS. This is about selling products, right? So if you have sold products, even for services, right, you customize services, packages, care plans. So this is similar to that. Convert them to upsells like premium templates, SEO services, add-ons, priority support. This is also an idea. You can charge based on revenue if you are selling e-commerce site. So that is something to really look out for. This is how Shopify built multi-billion dollar business, right? You charge like 2% of your sales and charge like a small amount for hosting, say $15 a month or something. So that gives you an edge. So let's say somebody comes and say, hey, by the way, I'm good with Shopify. It's a very nice experience and easy to use and easy to set up. But you can say, by the way, I can do that better with less charges and easier setup and customizable and all those things put together. So you can create your own Shopify, and think about like a niche and go for the e-com section, e-com category. I think that's a very, very lucrative category. Let agencies resell under their own brand with bulk pricing. Okay, so this is like means you can do bulk pricing and different sort of strategies around it. Let's talk about cost of WaaS. Okay, so there is a fixed cost, $90 a month to use the WaaS. By the way, this is just a placeholder. I have I have a dedicated webinar for WaaS pricing. Go and check it out in our webinar section on the website. Then the per site cost is $9 per month per site, plus the AI cost, whatever it is. And then you can sell it for say $39 a month per site, and then you make $30. So if you sell say 10 sites every month, you add $300 worth of new revenue every single month. And at the end of the year, you have 3600 of MRR being generated without doing anything, and then just continuously growing, right? So that's the difference between a subscription based revenue and a service based transactional revenue, right? So subscription based revenue just keeps on adding up, and you know the effect of compounding, right? All right, so the roadmap, and then we will take more questions. So we are working on an end user portal, which is V2. I don't know if I have like a demo per se, but I can open up. Just give me a moment. I should have done this before. All right. So let me stop sharing and share my entire screen. So this is the kind of experience the end user portal will have. So this is the login and registration screen. They can see all the sites they have purchased. They can purchase more site from you. This is similar to the edit site or manage site. They can add information, and soon we will have like a payment information, payment history, changing of credit cards. All right. Next is API driven WaaS. So everything which we have seen so far can be API driven too. So if you are a developer, you can build the entire thing on your own using our APIs. There is a special demo which I was planning to do today, but we are almost 45 minutes in. Let's see if we have time after the questions. And then we do better site management for, yeah. So one more thing, when you will see other WaaS webinars, you will also see that we will install our InstaWP Connect plugin. Let me show you. So every time you sell a WaaS, every site you sell comes under the Connect tab. I think somebody has changed the team. I think multiple people are using this account. Excuse me, guys. So yeah. So every time you sell a WaaS um, site, what happened? Okay, let me show you another tab. Every time you, okay, starting from the top. Every time you sell a WaaS website, every site you sell, even though it is on a third-party hosting company, we will connect the site using our plugin, and then it comes under the Connect tab, and you can manage them. So the beauty of this, you can select multiple of these, click on bulk edit, and you can update plugins on all of them, right? So how cool is that? You are able to manage your WaaS even after you have sold them. So you can keep them updated, keep them on the same page. And we are working on better site management, especially for the WaaS section. So that's it from my side today, guys. Um, you can go to the webinar section to see the past webinars. Let's see if I have more questions. Joe, do you think there is a need for us agency owners as the middleman if AI gets so good? That's a loaded question, Joe. Everybody, this comes from the fear of AI a little bit. But I think we should, if we embrace AI in a manner that it acts as an agent for us, because end users always had tools, right? If you think about it, they don't even, some, I'm not generalizing it, but it is very difficult for an end user to even build a simple contact form. So even if AI gets so good, I think it's the time to embrace it, and it's time to basically make that part of our workflow. Cadence has a white label add-on handling work, so that's good. Thanks, Daniel, for sharing that. Can we trigger the creation of, yeah? So I covered that, Marcio. So we are updating our API documentation for WaaS. Soon you will have that. We'll send that as a newsletter item. Can you cover the upsells again? So Corinda asked, so okay. So upsell meaning that when you sell a brochure or starter website, even though it's an AI website, it's a starter website. So if people want to customize it, so add more functionality, you can sell customization, you can sell SEO services and other things on as a part of that. I have a lifetime license. Will I be still charged for Cadence? Beth, I'm so sorry. You need to check with them. If you have the Cadence license, which includes the AI, I don't think you need to pay extra. So that's my opinion. Um, Corinda asked, how is it maintenance free? So I think I covered that a bit with the Connect part, right? So now you can manage your websites. Also, the hosting which we sell has CDN, backups, and management, all three combined together in the same pricing. So that means everything is managed, right? So you sell website and you forget about it. We have a built-in WAF also. So if there is a security attack, we will protect against it. It does not use Cadence themes. The AI in Cadence is part of their blog, so you can use any theme you want. That's Jake. I should know that. Thanks for sharing it. I personally use Block C with Cadence blocks. AI solution was shown. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Is it time for the cool demo? Do you want to see that? It's a little bit custom WaaS experience. That's all. If you, by the way, the presentation is done. If you have more work, I will suggest you to go do it. If you can stick around for 3-4 more minutes, let's do it. And it's a bit um, kind of cutting edge stuff. So Excuse me if it goes wrong. All right, so share my window. So this is the WaaS. This is something we have seen earlier, right? So this is creating a demo site for me right now. And once the demo site is created, you have seen this so far you have seen, right? So you create a demo site, you log into the demo site, and then you go live. But what happens if you want to go live, but you don't want to use our checkout? So you just want to show the demo using the InstaWP checkout experience, which by the way can also be API fied soon. So that you don't even need to load any InstaWP UI elements. You can entirely custom code it. And we will build integrations for you to follow. All right. So let's magically log into the demo site. This I think this will go live next week. So I'm playing around with my demo site. I have added something to the post. Now I want to go live. Now the difference here is that when I go live, I do not go to the InstaWP um, checkout experience again, which you saw earlier. I go to my custom WooCommerce website. This can be any website hosted anywhere, doesn't really matter. You just install our companion plugin. Now the companion plugin will understand where it is coming from, as you can see on the URLs. And now I can, so basically what we are doing here is I'm just going to give you a little bit of more context, that you presented a demo site on InstaWP, and then you took the user to your own website where you have different hosting plans with your own, like whatever you want to do, right? It's your own website, so you can create 3 hosting plans with different feature set and different pricing options. You can put like an installment payment or whatever, right? It's just, the sky's the limit because you are using your own website. We don't even care that it is a WooCommerce website. Sorry, we do care. I misspoke. I got a little bit carried away. So we have a WooCommerce extension for specifically this purpose, where it will allow you to sell on WooCommerce and then connect back to the. Now let's go to the experience a little bit. Proceed to checkout, then all the basic details, and then we are asking for the domain name here itself. I know Mahmood is going to be really happy to see this. Um, am I right, Mahmood? I'm going to place an order. Boom, my account is set up, order is received. Let's go to my account. Excuse me. I need to log into the account section. I've forgotten the password, but you will be able to see the details of your purchase website inside your My Account area. So it will show you the URL, the username and password, and it will send you a webhook to WooCommerce, and it will set up everything up for you. So it's like a it's something which you have customized on your own, right? Now your own payment gateway, your own pricing options, all those things combined with the power of demos. I hope it was not too much. Mahmood says, Mahmood is laughing. Thank you, man. That was the exact reaction I was expecting. Um, Danielle, thank you. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, everybody said, let's go. Thank you. David says, if I only want my client to say ZipWP, is that possible? I already account with ZipWP. Can I use that? I think you can. As I said, if you just want to limit options for your client, create a separate user role under WordPress. So you can create like a client or a manager role and only allow them to see ZipWP. That's it. And you can use things like UI Press, which customize the experience of admin area. There's so many tools available, right? So, but in the WaaS section, if you remember, when you set up a hosting plan, you just put the custom role exact as you have created in lower caps, in lower, what do you call it, right? So the exact of the custom role. So, all right. This is again the experience or the reaction I was expecting. Thank you, Beth. Appreciate. This is going to make my night. It is 10 p.m. already, and I'm not going to sleep anymore. Thank you. All right. So, Mahmood, for the demo thingy, we have just supported WooCommerce. Sure, we will be supporting all the cards like we do for the normal experience. So bear with me, bear with us. We are also relaunching InstaWP as I have hinted earlier. We are becoming a complete end-to-end cloud solution for WordPress. Um, with all the developer tools, with all the selling tools. So basically, we have four pillars now. So one is a build section, then we have a deploy and host section, then we have the manage section where you can manage your websites. I did a webinar last, I think last week or the last webinar was about that. And then we have the sell section. Um, and when I say Jake, when I say cloud for WordPress, we are the cloud. So we will act as a cloud. And you were buying staging plans from us. Now you can buy any sort of plans from us. Let me give you, I'm just so excited. If you want to drop, go ahead and drop it. Go ahead and drop. But I'm going to show you there is one more thing. Um, this is not live yet. So this is the new dashboard which we are thinking about. I know I brag about it a lot. This is going to be launching in April first week, and you can see we have completely merged staging and hosting in the same tab of sites. Now you can buy sites directly from us, which basically unification of experience, right? So without like further sharing technical details on it, and then you can do all sort of things from a cell has a dedicated menu on its own. I hope we will be able to provide you tools to build, host, manage, and sell things. So that's why I say end-to-end cloud for WordPress. Not just hosting, not just building, not just managing, not just selling. Entire thing in one package. So Julian asked if there is a replay. Um, so entire thing is recorded in our YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel, go under the live tab, and then you will find the recording of this. Just after this, you will get that, and we will also send you the recording in email if you have signed up for it. Daniel asks that, so we'll be able to sell sites to other InstaWP admins. Yes, of course. We have a marketplace. We call it InstaWP Store. It's not very popular yet, but that's the plan for this year. We'll make it popular. And not only for other admins though. Once your templates are live on our store, it will be as good as the Invato store. So it will be available for any public, and the flow for them is they discover the store, so the template through Google or something. They go through the flow, they become an InstaWP user and buy your template at the same time. I hope that makes sense. Will there be any affiliate program to promote? Yeah, so we have a very nice affiliate program. If you have a lot of people coming into your affiliate program, we can give you a very nice deal as well. Please reach out to us. We have you can get promoted to agency program. You can apply that on our website. But if you just want to be an affiliate, go to the website, go to the footer section, discover the affiliate link. All right, this is the hour on the dot, almost there. And I thank everybody for. All right, there are more questions. Will we be able to make non-theme ready-made websites on the marketplace? Yeah, you can make anything available to, as long as it is built by you, right? Or if you have, even if you use free, if you use free themes, or if you have license for a paid theme, you can still sell it. There are still some gray areas there, but you cannot like just simply copy paste any other people's work, right? So that's something we need to just be careful about. But yeah, you can do anything. um yeah, so this is a gray area, Daniel, which I was just speaking about. Right now we will be approving only the free versions of these things, and then we will talk to these plugin vendors like ACF and other vendors, and we'll try to replace the license keys. So there is another dream of mine. Today I think it's the day of sharing my dreams. One of the dream for WordPress is that it is very fragmented. You buy hosting from somewhere, You buy plugins from somewhere, you buy templates from somewhere, and then you install everything together, and none of them work, right? What if there was an experience where you purchase everything in just one button click and everything is set up? So that's my dream. Part of that dream is we are trying to do. One part is missing, which is integration with theme and plugin licenses. So let's say you want to buy ACF. The end user wants to buy an ACF license, but they will have to buy per year license or maybe multi-site license. Why do they need it? What if ACF can sell them $3 a month license for one site, right? So, all right, um, that's too much talking. But thank you everybody for attending this call today, and thanks Daniel and everybody else for taking the time. I hope this was useful, helpful in some manner. We are still growing. We break things a lot. Just bear with us, and we'll be ready with the next webinar very soon. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody around the world, and have a great weekend ahead. Bye bye. Yep, Mahmood, you're right. Take care. Thanks, JB. Thanks, Levian.